Welcome back, guys. This is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we are here again with some Duel Links content. So recently we've got this new TELLARKNIGHTS structure deck, and I'm a little bit messing up with the stuff that we've got from that, and this is another spicy version to play with TELLARKNIGHTS, but no pendulums this time, and also this is not full of back rows, so it's not the classic version with tons of back rows and just spreading your TELLARKNIGHTS. This is actually relying, as you may have seen from the thumbnail, this version is relying on the new equip spell card, the Stellar Nova Alpha, I guess it's the name. Stellar Knight Alpha maybe. So guys, before jumping right into it, guys, just a quick reminder, if you enjoyed the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here with Leo, and it was quite a long time that since I used this little guy right here. And as you can see right here, we of course relying on Stellar Knight Alpha, and that's why we're about to play Equipment Exchange. Why? Because this skill, for all who do not remember what it does, is pretty easy. You can only use it once per duel, and when your life points are at 3000 or below, so basically just one cyclone and you're good to go. You can just return up to 2 cards, including at least one equip spell card, so you can choose to return just only 1 card or 2 cards, and one of them has to be a equip spell card from your hand to the bottom of your deck, and then you can draw the same card. So this is pretty good, and this skill combines actually being able to return cards from your hand to the deck and then draw, like a card exchange is always good, but in this deck it becomes even better because we play ARMORY Call, another recent free-to-play spell card, the trap card that we've got from the game, from an event in January, I think it was, or December, and this is so cool because it makes the Stellar Knight Alpha an equip spell card that can be activated during your opponent's turn. So you can activate your your Stellar Knight Alpha in your opponent's turn in response to something that was trying to affect your monsters. So let's suppose you have your Big Boss Deltaros or your Triever, and I don't know, you will see in replays actually how this works, but this actually can work with any of the Stellar Knight right here, with this little guy right here. Let's suppose they play Lightning Vortex, as you will see in the replays, it actually happens. You can respond when your ARMORY Call, equipping a Stellar Knight Alpha from your deck, and then your monsters becomes unaffected. Why? Because this is the effect of your Stellar Knight Alpha. You can only equip it to a TELLARKNIGHT monster, of course, and all these guys are TELLARKNIGHTS. And he gains 500 attack and defense. Also, it is unaffected, so this is really good. Also, I'm playing this Ouroboros, but honestly, it's not needed. Actually, I will definitely play triple, but Lamus, or as a situational card, the always good and actually really good Paladynamo. Actually, this is not how you write it. Paladynamo. No, how do you call? Paldi, that's the problem. Paladate, there you go. Wait, are you kidding me? I'm keeping on messing up. There you go. You can just play this guy right here. That is pretty good. And so of course then we play a card that will, in my opinion, as always to be in a Stellar Knight deck, and it is the Stellar Nova Alpha. Just an amazing counter trap that combines really well with the effect of these two guys. When are sent to the grave, you can just summon stuff. So this is really good. Also, let you draw a card, one of the best cards of the game right now. And then of course a couple of cyclone, not 3, because 2 are enough, because the skill is only once per duel, so not that needed. Also, the guys becomes unaffected with this, so you're not really afraid of back rows. And also, you can, as I told you in the title, with this deck you can actually build the perfect board, because if you have your Deltas or your Triever equipped with an Alpha, and you have actually another monster with a Stellar Nova Alpha on the field, the only thing you need to negate in order to save your Deltaros or your Triever, your boss monster, from anything, it's just a Stellar Nova Alpha to negate the eventual Mystical Space Typhoon or Cosmic Cyclone your opponents can play to pop your equip spell cards. So that is really good, honestly. The deck is really consistent just because we're basically playing 5 of this card, of these equip spells. So that is really nice, honestly. And among the monsters, of course, is the actually classic Tellarknight, triple DNAB, triple Altair, triple Vega, and 1 Cyrus for the recycling part. So guys, that was all. Basically, this deck is really good, honestly. It's also fun to play. I mean, it is a lot satisfying when you just use your Armory call in response to an opponent's play, and you just bring out your Tellarknight Alpha. It is really satisfying, as you will see in the replays, actually. I did this against a Lightning Vortex, so it was really nice. So guys, that was all for the explanation, and we can jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. First replay against Antinomy. So we've got not one of the best hands, but you know, the Cyclone can be actually useful as long as we draw maybe a Tellarknight Alpha. So as you can see, this is a Talk Genius deck with the usual combo, Missile in a series, summoning the Booster Raptor, then the Screw Serpent and all this stuff. So first turn, as you can see right here, we've got a Shiranui Sword Saga, and then Accel Synchro, Stardust Chronicles Park Drawing. That was actually a nice surprise to see. But there you go, the perfect pick, the Alpha, because now with Cyclone we can get rid of the back row and then equipment exchange to get rid of one of the Vega, and also to draw another Stellar Knife, exactly what happened right here. So Vega to summon the DNAB, and to add another card, but at this point we can just go over. And you know, at this point I could have gone into Trigger, but we know he could have just changed his effect and become unaffected, so there was no point in doing that. At this point I can just use Batleimus, that is 2600 plus the boost. It becomes big enough to actually take down the Stardust Chronicle, so that's how I did it. As you can see, even if he becomes unaffected, he actually did the banishment just for the token, so that he has something to synchro summon with the next turn. That was a nice play. He's got, unfortunately, I guess, no tuner to use, so that's fine. But we got another Tellarknight right here, the Altair to summon, that actually was summoned with the effect of Vega, but he has a Canadia. But the problem is that with Canadia, he actually targeted the Batleimus. Not the best option because he is unaffected. So we can just attack over, as you can see right here. Also, we have another protection with Armory Call just in case we can activate another Stellar Knight Alpha from our deck. Let's see if we can recover in any way. It's got Screw Serpent to recover the Booster Raptor, then the skill Tuner Lever Balancer to have what? This skill, I never saw the skill before, honestly, and this skill can increase, as you can see right here, can increase a tuner monster, Attack Genius tuner monster he controls, it can increase or decrease its level by 2, so it makes 4 plus 2, 6, plus the token that is 1, it is 7, and Black Rose Dragon is coming, but as soon as you activate the effect, I can just chain Armory Call and protect another monster, because keep in mind that all the cards are going to be destroyed, but not by Batleimus, because it is unaffected as long as the Stellar Knight Alpha is on the field. So with the effect, only the Gift spell goes to the grave, not the monsters. So I used my Armory Call to protect also Altair, as you can see right here, and we're chilling. He's got a set card at this point, Batleimus to summon a Trigger, as you can see right here, then Trigger to make everything come back to hand. He's got the Canadia to flip down my Trigger, but now with the effect of Trigger, the Altair comes back to my hand. I still have to perform my normal summon, so there you go, normal summon, recycling the DNAB, but DNAB to have another Stellar Knight monster to my hand. At this point I can just attack, you know, and wait, because there's nothing really you could do. As you can see right here, it just cooked. There you go. Second duel, my boys against Serokaiba Ultimate Dragons. Let's see what he's got. He's got Ancient Rules to begin with, so Blue Eyes is here, he's top tier. And then he's got also a tuner, the actually not the good one, the worst one, with the White Son of Legend to go into a first turn, Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. That is always a nice thing, of course, to have a big booty that can just, you know, tag out himself, so it's not really that bad. We've got actually all the 3 guys in our hand with Vega that summons DNAB. At this point we had another Vega that is gonna be discarded, of course. We just went with Batlemus. And then the effect of Batley was to discard the Vega and go into Trevor, so that even if he bounces out and summon the Azurize, of course he's gonna come back to the extra deck. So of course he didn't do it because he knew, and at this point I used the effect to reduce his send by 1, and then Alpha, the Stellar Knight Alpha, to make it even bigger. And this point is just random. But keep in mind, even if he top decks something like, I don't know, Destiny, Lightning Vortex or anything like that, I'm unaffected. And even if he has something like, I don't know, Fissure plus a Mystical Space Typhoon, I have Armory Call to make it unaffected once again. So that's insane, honestly. Third duel, my boys, against Yami Yugi. Let's see what we've got. It's us to begin. As you can see, I was forced to summon the Altar because I do have the Alpha. So it is a Magnet Warrior tier 1. Actually, I decided to stop the effect of Alpha. So you know, just to not let him just starting to fill the graveyard with stuff. And it was not a good pick, honestly. But he's got Monster Reborn. Luckily for me, the effect of Alpha can be activated only once per turn, and because I negated that, he cannot use the effect right now. So nothing in the grave, and also he made the mistake of attacking. So now I can use the skill to return my Equip spell. And in the end phase, I decided to use Armory Call just, you know, to thin the deck and increase the chances of drawing a monster right now. As you can see, the chances were not in my favor, so I had to use my skill to make all the keep spell come back to hand. Why both? Because I have another Armory Call, so I'm chilling. I can just get another one. And DNAB, as you can see right here, to add a Vega next turn, so I have my double summon, then a Cosmic Cyclone and Armory Call. I'm chilling. So it's got the Alpha at this point to add a Berserkian, and at this point he just went with Lightning Vortex, discarding the Berserkian. Why? Because if this gets popped, I only have 2400, so he just has little. But as I told you guys, Armory Call. Further protection, I just brought out an Alpha from the deck, so my DNAB becomes unaffected. He has to end the turn, he's got anything else. So I'm chilling at this point, just a Vega, plus that summons of course a DNAB. He tags out to summon an Alpha and send a Gamma to the graveyard, but at this point, you know, I don't care about that. DNAB is actually going to let me have a Vega at this point. Look at this play. I'm going into Trevor, but not with all of a tree. And you know why? Because I want to keep my Alpha, so I can just summon my Trevor with Batlemus, and now everything comes back to my hand, in the Equip spell included. So as you can see right here, I can just do that, and now with Trevor I can just reduce its send by 1, and I actually picked the second Berserker. So I guess he's just done, like. No, because he has no more Berserkian and he has no way to recycle them, because even if you Super Body Team Force Unite, he cannot summon these guys, because he has to be properly summoned first, and then you can special summon from the grave with other stuff. So Trevor right here, boosted with the Star Knight Alpha. We got a Cyclone as well. He went on with the Delta effect, and the end phase I can just get rid of the back row. As you can see, just a Fiendish Chain that actually was useless, as you can see right here, because even if he targeted my Trevor, it is unaffected. Keep in mind that at this point, reducing its hand once again, and then Alter to summon the DNAB. DNAB to add another Stellar Knight monster to my hand, but Leamus, and then of course Deltaros. This time the big boss are on the field together, and Deltaros can just pop the Delta and then attack directly. No hand trap, as you can see right here. So that's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Lashed but not leashed, interrupting a rank up and a 3-win streak. Another Yami Yugi. Let's see what we've got. We've got a mirror match. So he's got DNAB to have Alter, and then a couple of back rows, hoping he has no Stellar Knight Nova, Stellar Nova Alpha, sorry. But this was actually a misplay from my side. I mean, if I was afraid of the counter trap, I shouldn't have gone with DNAB, or at least not activating its effect, because now you can negate. Luckily for me, he has no Stellar Nova Alpha, so I'm chilling. I just equipped my guy with that. I can just attack, use the sky bridge to summon an Unicali from the deck, and also send, of course, a Dineb, I guess, because he has Alternate End. Then Typhoon to get rid of the Armory Call, but I'm chilling because they were basically the same card. And he's got the Alter, of course, to revive the Deneb he just sent with the effect of Unicali, and then, of course, to add another one. At this point, he can just go into... I guess he went into Deltaros because he wanted to get rid of my equip spell, because with Retriever this just comes back to hand, but of course this counted as a protection, but the point is that it just made me lose 1,000 life points so I can use the skill just in case I need it. But actually I do not need it. I can just go with Viga, that summons the Alter, special summon the Dineb back from the graveyard, to add another Tellarknight to my hand. At this point just triple Xyz with Retriever is here, everything is coming back to hand. He didn't activate that, and you're gonna see why, because after the effect of Retriever we discovered that card was a bridge, so it was useless. We can just equip the Retriever with Alpha, but I didn't attack because I didn't want it to trigger the Destiny Draw, even though I have the counter trap. So it's got the Alter, but at this point I can just use Alpha to stop that, and the Retriever went to the grave, so because he had Xyz materials, he let me special summon a Tellarknight, so Viga to summon the Alter from my hand to revive the Dineb from the graveyard, and this actually made me add another card. Look at that, what a recycle. So we've got another triple Xyz with Retriever right here. Why? Because I wanted to get rid of the hand trap, and it was actually a good intuition because he's got a Kydro in his hand. Look at that. So at this point I just summoned the Alter to recycle the Dineb, get another card to my hand, double back row, and this time with another Stellan of Alpha, and attacking also only with Alter, not to trigger his Destiny Draw. Now he's got the Typhoon on the Cyclone, so he was unlucky right here, but at this point there's nothing he could do. Even if he's got the Kydroid, I mean, I have another attack, but I just decided to negate that, just, you know, to show even more power right there. So that was all for today's, guys, for today's replays. I hope you enjoyed all the commentaries on these duels, and of course you enjoyed the deck list. If you have some questions, of course, feel free to ask me whatever you want in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.